The Acid Bunny. Across university campuses all over America, people are waking up to the smooth, clean smell of the Acid Bunny. He's fantastic. The glistening white snow-covered fur of the Acid Bunny. Set adrift in an ocean filled with small beings. Swimming slowly towards an island where minerals produce joyous sounds. In the hair of Frank Hardy lurks a terrifying secret. Uncharted by the minds of science, lost beneath the waves of the Adriatic. Hidden underneath the veil of the Green Ghost. The legacy of the Acid Bunny.
I was 9 years old the first time I saw the Acid Bunny descend from his spinning sphere, and to this day I maintain that it changed my life. Things happened inside my body after that time that can only be explained by contact with a small mammal of incredible psychic proportions. Cobra. I was never a believer in things such as UFOs or people or animals coming down from the sky, but after my experience with the Acid Bunny, I kind of changed my mind. It changed my life.
Side of the building. I looked up and I saw something that I'll never forget until this day. It was a bunny. It was about 25 feet in height, and it's and I felt a presence behind me as I walked down that dirty road. It must have been about 3 a.m. and I was drunk. And I looked up towards the trees, and it was then that I saw what I later found out to be the ship of the Acid Bunny.
We were digging a pool. I remember it was the summer and we were digging a pool. And we hired some local, kids, teenage kids to help us. And one of them was this 25-foot tall bunny. And I said to my husband that this is
Compound unlike anything found on our planet Earth. It was at this time that the Acid Bunny first took me on board the spinning craft, and within it we traveled thousands of miles in a very short time, all over the southern United States And I looked down, and the cars were very small, and people looked like ants, and I was very frightened. He was very furry.
The next morning I woke and
I had noticed
funny looking tiny white hairs
were
growing from behind my neck. I tried to shave the tiny white hairs, but the razor blade just broke in my hands.
I think the worst time for me came when the Acid Bunny took my job. I had been working at the Max Mill, where my father and grandfather had worked before me. And the Acid Bunny, one morning during one of our flights, demanded that I give my job to him and explain the situation to the manager, and made sense of the fact that a large intergalactic rabbit wanted to work the cash, and that I would be busy for the rest of the summer. I was very upset with the bunny at this time because I stood to make a lot of money off a scam I was running by washing these 49-cent sales off the Coke bottles and charging normal price. The bunny collected
It just makes you wonder. I had a small piece of property on the edge of the town, and it was a little pet cemetery. I was starting a business. I got laid off at the mill, and then one night I was sitting on my chaise lounge, and it began to levitate off the ground and spin.
The area in which I live. However, after I employed the use of about 5 or 6 Q-tips and dug around in my ear.
You dumb fucker. I'm gonna spin your chaise lounge so fast, it'll make your head spin. And I didn't really get it. Like what was going on.
During this period, I was mostly involved in making crafts which were depicting the history of the town. There was no question in my mind that something strange was going on, but I never felt the need to inquire into what was actually going on around in the town. It was really none of my business. But on the morning of the 3rd of January, a strange thing happened to me. I woke and both my nostrils and my ears were clogged with white fur. Stewart.
We don't really see a lot of emergencies around here. You know, it's a pretty small town. But I knew when the old wax museum caught fire that something was wrong. I mean, that wax museum had been there longer than anyone in the town could remember. And it brought in...
Just one moment, there's just an organ solo is coming up here. Actually, if you just wait till after the break. Oh, it's okay. I think we just missed a solo.
As you and I know, we are indeed voodoo.
When I saw that
As you
wax
and I know,
burning,
we are indeed voodoo.
I knew something was wrong. And this
As you
white
and I know,
fir tree
we are
that led
indeed
up
voodoo.
down the street towards the mobile home park
As you and I know, we are indeed
let me
voodoo.
think that that big fucking rabbit
As you and I know, we
out
are
there by
indeed voodoo.
himself was up to something. I remember my dog disappeared that night too. We found his tail out on the
As you and I
highway.
know, we are indeed voodoo. As you and I know, we are indeed voodoo.
I haven't been able to drink coffee since then. I was on my 25th cup of coffee on that same morning, and I remember looking out the window of my KMC Pacer as I was heading over to Rippleton Collegiate, where I teach maths, and I also teach some of the sciences. And I saw something that really stuck with me. I saw a bunny. It must have been about 200 feet high. Its feet looked like giant Wiener schnitzels. That's probably the best way I could describe it. If you know what a Wiener schnitzel looks like, it's sort of